Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Embodiment and Accountability Podcast. So, today I'm going to be talking with my beautiful friend Kate about open heart. So, that's why I wore my little shirt with the Taurus field on my heart. Anyway, I was just thinking it was funny. So we're just going to be waiting to see if she comes live. She told me she had difficulties with her Instagram, so we'll see. But I'm excited to share this beautiful conversation with you. And yay. Hi. And yeah. So we're just going to be waiting a little. And if we're waiting a little too long, I'm just going to pop out and pop back in when she's there. Oh, there she is. Okay. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm so good.
Yay.
What's up?
It's been a while, right? I know.
Yes, I don't have the best lighting here.
You don't have
Should I go
the best
inside?
light?
Lighting, should I go inside?
That it what?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Should I go inside?
Oh, I just thought that the sun was like the best lighting.
Oh, okay. I'll keep it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I love you. I missed you so much.
I love you too.
Yay.
I am grounded with my bare feet in the ground right now under my willow.
I love
And
that.
the sun is like peering over the tree. So it's about to just get really warm and I feel so good already.
Yeah, you haven't been up for a long time. So thank you for being
No,
here.
it's
Thank you.
9 o'clock here. I mean, it's I've been up for 3 hours.
Wow, that's amazing.
So Ariane knows me. We roomed at a retreat through the Pause Breathwork program. And she's like, what time do you want to get up in the morning? 6. Make it 6:20. You'll be up at 6, but like make sure I'm out of bed by 6:30, or we can leave by 6:30. Didn't we do that though?
Yeah.
We ended up doing
Yeah.
it. But you knew that I was like, in the morning. It was not my natural way to get up at 6.
Yeah. But I feel like it was so worth it. Like we went to see the
Yeah.
horses, we went to like the
Oh
sun,
yes.
like we did all of these like amazing things
Oh
just to
yes.
like soak everything in from that beautiful place, like the Oak Center. It was just like, oh, yeah.
When I'm on vacation, I don't know about you, but and I'm serious, I will get up at 6 just to have more of my day. I don't want to waste it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. When we go in Florida, like at my in-laws' condo, I get up like even earlier than that because I'm like, I want to go see the sunrise on the beach.
oh yes.
Every morning, I'm there.
Oh yeah, I did the same thing when I was in Virginia Beach. My sister and I and my mom and dad, we all got up and went on the beach and took a sunrise photo,
Yeah.
you know? I think I sent you some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best. And we had sunset in California when we were there together.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that was nice. But I feel like sad when the sun sets. It's like not the same feeling as when the sun rises. I'm like, oh no, the day's over. I need
Really?
to go to bed.
You know what? So for me, that's amazing to share that. But can I share like what I feel in the sunrise, sunset? Okay. And this is just my experience. So like you said, the sunrise is like energetic. and exciting because you have the whole day like, ooh, what's today going to bring me? And it's beautiful and it's saying hello. And you're feeling on the energy of that. The sunset for me is like kind of that grungy, poetic, artistic side of the sun where it's like, ooh, the veil is going to be thinner soon. Look at this. And usually the sunset is more like moody. Do you get that feeling?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so it's like, what can I get into? But you know what? I am a natural night owl.
Mm.
So in the past is when like my creative side would open up at night and I would really kind of get in more of the meditative mindset, like in the body and just like almost just reflecting on my day. That's like what the sunset is like a reflection of the day.
I love that. Thank you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I understand, like, if you're, if it's like your creativity that is like starting, you're not like, oh, this is the ending. It's like, ooh, it's starting.
For sure.
I love that.
Mm,
Mm. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation to be on my
of
podcast.
course.
So, would you like to maybe start by sharing a little bit about yourself? That would be great.
This question is so funny. It's like, wow, the many layers.
Right.
So, in the structured mind, I am a registered nurse. I've been a nurse for about 10 years. And before that, I always knew that I loved people. And then I was like, I feel like I need to be on like the healer side of people. How can I be in that healing realm with people? Oh, I'll be a nurse.
Yeah.
And my mom's a nurse, so that really kind of inspired me a little bit more. But I originally didn't want to be a nurse because she was a nurse. I wanted to do something different. But then it was like, no, Kate, you need to be a nurse. I like felt that pull, and it was like, okay, I listened. It was like a light bulb went on. Um, so I went into nursing so I can be in like multi-level field of helping people. And if I didn't like one area, I could always switch. And my favorite area of nursing is GI. I love the gut health, gut instinct.
Mm.
And that kind of brought me into where I am with pause because your intuition really, like my intuition is so on fire. And I wanted to learn more about that in my body. And so I originally became my journey to where I am now started with nursing. And then I became a nurse coach 2 years ago. And then in nurse coaching, you could be a coach with any client. I don't need to just coach nurses, but it's a coach with a board certification registered nurse. But then I was like, okay, this is very mindset, like mindfulness. I know that there is way more to this, way more to healing, not only me, but others. So I was like, what is a tool that I could use with this? Because I don't feel like this is the way. Like, what is a tool? Using my own body. Oh, I can heal myself with my own body. It doesn't need to be like through someone else. Breath work. That's the way. My own breath.
Mm.
So then the stars aligned and I found pause. So I became a breathwork facilitator. And then within breathwork facilitating, there's more. When you get fully in the body with somatically in the body, which to me is just like finding your pure presence and getting into the nitty gritty of it. So, like, your breath leads the way, your breath is like the portal. And then there's more when you fully get in the body and communicate with the body and let your body like lead the way. That is where I am currently in somatic coaching program. So it's much more than just breath work. And I'm still in the program. I know you have completed it, so you're like, ooh, it's so magical. And yes, I'm so excited to just completely dive into this whole thing with full confidence, knowing that yes, talk therapy and mindset coaching is very helpful, but if you really, really want to get into it with who you are, find your identity, then somatic coaching is it.
Yeah.
And I'm here to bring it to the world. And my main focus is through all those years of my life, especially the 10 years of being a nurse, I lost my identity. And then I'm laughing because who was I even before that?
Mhm.
So I'm reconnecting with my soul, my blueprint of who I am, and I'm helping others do the same, especially women who've kind of lost themselves in the transitions of life, whether they've had children, whether they are a caregiver, whether they just give so much. And when you give so much, you kind of forget to give to yourself. So I'm here to help others wake that up and remember who they are.
Yeah, I love that.
So that's a little bit of my
Yeah.
becoming of Kate.
Thank you for sharing that. I mean, obviously you're amazing. Like I'm so biased because I love you so much. But
I love you too, Ariane. Ooh.
but I mean, wow. That's like, like you've already had talked to me about it, but like really having it in one piece right here, right now. I'm like, this is
I mean,
power.
and everybody has their own journey, you
Yeah,
know? That's just part of mine. It's not the whole thing, but just in a few minutes. Oh, I just saw a rabbit fly across the yard, and now my dog's chasing it. That was fun.
I love it. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. And so I know I've seen you in like the pause world, and the calls, just talking about like your experiences that you were having with like the activity or like the experience that we were having. And I've heard you talk a lot about like, oh, I feel my heart is like so open and so I was like, that's what I want to talk with Gabe.
Okay. I love that and you know what? Just asking me to talk about this was such, like, me, you made me feel so good because I'm like, oh, she sees that in me, you know? So thank you. And there's so many ways to go about this.
But let's say if we start like from what does it mean to you, like, or how does it feel to have like your heart open?
When my heart is open, I feel present, like fully present and fully in gratitude. So gratitude and compassion and love has like always been in my body. And of course I feel like I've lost it a little bit within like the conditioning and the structure of life and being a nurse. You kind of have to, I don't know. But full circle, bringing it back to me, it's like fully listening, like listening to someone else speak, looking in their eyes, like feeling into their experience. My heart like opens and wants to like burst out. And also when you feel in that gratitude for them, it's almost like you are an expression of them and you want the best for them. So you're like their biggest cheerleader in every single word that they're saying. And I fully listen. And when you fully listen, you're fully there. And your heart is basically out here. So our heart is like an extension of our body. And so when your heart comes out into like them or anybody, even right now to you, I'm sharing this space with you. And if you told me something about yourself right now, I would just be fully present with it. And so if somebody tells me something that's beautiful or maybe something really sad, my heart is so full and wide. It's taking in every single thing that I'm listening to. And so my emotions are very online and I cry easily now. And I don't think that crying is a bad thing. I think it's a beautiful thing, and I actually think it's really like there's a lot of strength in it to allow yourself to cry. And I just put myself in other people's positions. Like I basically put myself in their shoes. And I used to never do this. So I used to be very blocked off. Like as a kid, my emotions were not out on the table. And so I didn't cry at all. I would even like, if I felt a little sensation, I'd be like, put it back in, you know? So I also think that because I used to do that, and once I opened my heart, there's a doorway open. Wow, it feels so much better. And it's the natural human. We come to this planet to experience emotions. This is the planet of emotions. There are a lot of, places that don't, if you want to get a little bit more, they don't have emotions. So I'm basically fully leaning into them. And if you want to see me kind of like get into a present moment and drop in, I can show you.
Yeah, I would love that.
And one reason why I'm outside is because nature makes me feel fully alive. Like even just saying that makes me giggle and my heart is just like smiling. Whee!
Yeah. 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 And that's
So,
why you stay outside. No worries. Like
yes,
the light is perfect.
beautiful. And I get these beautiful like shades of,
I know.
unfortunately, my blur is on forever. So you can't see fully, but I can't take my blur off. It's just going to be there. But um, I would love to just show like what happens when I drop in. And it's kind of like a feeler. I'll just describe what's happening.
I love that. Thank you.
Ah, okay. So my feet are on the ground and I feel the grass and like they're kind of thick blades of grass. And they're supporting my feet. Nice to take a deep grounding breath with audible exhale. When I exhale with that audible, the vibrations of my voice connect to the vibrations in my body and my frequency. Ooh, that last breath, I just like, it was a large transfer of oxygen. I feel the warmth of the sun on my face. And I just feel so grateful to be here in this moment with you, Ariane, with my willow tree, with the sun. I'm dropping more into the body. So normally, in our conversation before, we were just here. So I'm going to allow myself to drop in. And by taking a few more breaths, there we go. It's a sensation that I feel so much more grounded. This sensation is different from before because I feel all the little subtle energies in my whole body, like all the way down to my feet. And at this point, my head feels like it's lighter. I'm in the fully energetic of presence. I'm not thinking about the past. I'm not thinking about the future. My body likes it here. My feet are really tingly. And I'm ready to open up my heart. Sometimes with just the hand gestures of you are safe to open. Now I'm thinking of something I am grateful for. I am grateful to be me. I am grateful for my dog running around and I'm just listening to him having so much fun. He's hunting lizards and rabbits. Oh, I hear the birds and the hummingbirds are above my head. I'm even listening to the noise of the cars. So there's other people around going about their day. And I am here in my experience of right now. I'm really feeling into the birds. They got louder as I spoke to them. So now feeling they're whistling. I feel they're whistling like right here in my heart space. All the little vibrations of birds, of nature, they're very grounding. I just thought of my intention for the day. My whole body is lit up. What is my intention for the day? What would I like to bring into this day full of gratitude and love? Community, talking with you and reaching out to friends and family. and opening my heart to the here and now. Maybe if I'm here, just opening my heart to listen. As I say that, my neighbor just shouted really loud. He's probably talking to his TV. And I love him in that experience. So really, what it means to me to open my heart is to be in the present moment, listening to all the little subtle changes. I just heard a rooster. The rooster just cackled. Oh, I just love him. I've never seen him, but I can hear him. And it's been happening more lately. To have your heart open is just loving everyone in their own experience. Even if they're having a difficult time, if they're expressing anger, if they're expressing happiness, just be there holding them in that space without judgment. Everyone is here to learn. What is a lesson in this today? And it's okay to express your emotions. So being vulnerable and just letting even vulnerable to yourself, like some people might not want to express themselves, even just, it's like being honest with yourself too. It's just it's self-love. And with that, I want to come back and just bring more self-awareness to just loving every single aspect of this life, even if it is a lesson and a challenge. It's something that we were meant to remember and feel through. This is about like feeling it. And then when you feel it, you figure out the lesson and then you heal through it. There's so many different aspects of that.
Yeah. Just come back whenever you're ready. Maybe.
I'm ready.
Sorry?
I'm ready.
Yeah. I was just
I'm feeling really grounded right now, so whoo, let me take a there we go.
love that. Wow. Seriously. Like, what a gift. Thank you. It
You're welcome.
was like so beautiful, and like I felt it as well. And I was like yawning the whole time. I was like,
Ooh,
ooh, yay.
beautiful.
So thank you so much for this, wow,
You're
magical gift.
welcome.
And I was hearing the birds. Yay.
Good, good. The birds got really loud once I mentioned them. But also sometimes maybe I wasn't paying attention to them until I mentioned them. So it's really just about opening your heart to listen. Like what is to what are we here to learn in this moment? It's so incredible. And yes, I still get frustrated, but when I feel that frustration, I'm like, okay, what's the lesson here? Slow down. Feel into your body. Instead of come here, come here. Come here. And then I'm like, oh, it's because I'm frustrated about this. Like my Instagram wasn't working earlier, or it's still not, but I was like, does that really matter?
Mm.
What in my heart actually matters? It's like, come back, Kate. Do, 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 do. Sit with it right here, not like out of your system. Because when you're out of your system, you're just like in a cluster of thoughts that are continuing to loop.
Yeah.
That loop that we constantly go through.
What do you mean? Right?
so, so there's so many loops that we like. It's like we hold them in like a memory file. We're like, what about that? What about that? What about that? It doesn't fucking
Yeah.
matter. Lately, I've just been like getting the body, opening my heart to like what truly matters, and it's always coming back to all the simple things,
Mm.
like decluttering. I'm decluttering my house. I'm decluttering my mind every single day.
I love that. And I feel like the mind is always like looking for something like more
Yes.
difficult, more like, oh, it can't be that simple. It can't be that easy. It has to be like complicated. This big like scheme of like you have to do this, then this, and da, 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 da. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
How is this, right?
It's funny, like this life, just bring it back to the basics. So
Mhm.
dropping into your heart and really feeling gratitude. Like, what am I thankful for today? Like, what am I thankful for in this exact moment?
Yeah.
And then nothing else matters.
I know.
Life, okay, as a human, we are constantly living in the past and the future. I've been focusing lately on like slowing that down, like slowing down my mindset. And like, yes, it does some days like make me not as productive when I'm out here, but that's my nervous system recalibrating. My
Mm.
nervous system used to be completely opposite, where I was always living in the past and the future, and I never let myself rest. So
Mm.
I feel like when you open your heart, you realize what matters to you and you prioritize. And there's many ways. So in the morning when I get up, I lay there. I see part of my morning is I don't just pop out of bed. I lay there and say, okay, what is my intention for the day? And I find a message from my own heart. Like I get in the body and I also, just kind of project it out there. Like, what does my system need today? And I want to say this keeps recurring because I did this on, what day did I do this? Last week. And I let my system rest. So I got in my body and I just listened. See what I mean by listening?
Mhm.
Get out of the past, out of the future, and just listen in your body. And a word or a phrase will pop up. Like your body's giving yourself a message. So the first message I got was happiness. And then they're like, oh, happiness is a choice. Hell yeah. Yeah, I've been saying this all week, but it was interesting that my body was like, say it again. So joy is a choice, happiness is a choice. And then I got back in and I said, okay, what is next? And it was presence. And so, of course, this has been, and this was like after a few months of not really fully going into the present moment. I've been traveling a lot and I've just been like in the moment, but not in a meditative state. So this is the first time I did it, the meditative state of me. The next word was patience. It's like,
Yep.
thank you. Thank you. That is the one that was the icing on the cake.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Oh, this is so good. Wow. Yeah. I'm like, I just feel like there's nothing to add to this. I'm like, this is so good.
I know. I mean, I could always add. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, so how do I bring this happiness as a choice into everything? And then, oh, by living in the present moment. And then if I'm thinking like with the structured, if that comes back up or any future thing comes back up, patience is there to remind you to rest and to live in this moment. And when you live in the moment, like pure creativity comes in. That creative, it's almost like we have so many cheerleaders in our life. God, our ancestors, our loved ones that have passed are still here with us. So they kind of help your creative juices, and you are a fractal of them. So I sometimes I sit into that. I'm like, okay, what can I create today? And then something will pop up. And lately it's been kind of an edge, like, oh, I don't know, maybe I can do that. But I have to create a loop in my mind that shows me that I can. So it's like a feeling first. Instead of the old loops that I've had of like, I can't do it, I'm now doing the loops where I can. And I feel myself fully in that moment where, yes, I can get in front of a class and lead a breathwork session. Hell yeah, I'm doing it right now. So I feel into that. Yeah, and I feel into myself, and I'm dancing. Everyone is like feeling like fully alive, and like I feel them feeling also. So that is like, whoo, that's another layer. And this is just kind of where that presence is taking me lately. I am feeling into what I want to bring into this world, where before it was such an edge. And the more I feel into how beautiful it is, the less of an edge it's becoming.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is just feel into that moment of you being successful in exactly what you want to do. Like, if you have a creative plan, okay, well, how would you do it? Well, feel into it with your body. Like, see yourself doing it, like, as a visual, but it's more so in the feeling. So, like, your heart is here. Your heart is feeling this. Your heart is open for you being this person you want to be, experiencing this. And my heart always goes to like my client and how they feel.
Mm.
So it's almost like an extension. I, I feel them as a result. I feel them in the field like it's already happened.
Yes.
I often, so here's another offering that I want to bring into this world. It's not just breathwork one-on-one, which is also an offering. And I'm doing this is because it's part of this loop that I'm creating where I'm bringing movement, because for me personally, movement is an expression of my soul. So if I were to bring myself back to my true identity, my true blueprint, movement is the key. And within movement, there's vibrations and frequency because it brings up an arising of my soul. And I feel fully alive when I dance. I am not trained dancer. I was a soccer player, a swimmer, and a field hockey player. So I used to move my body, which is amazing. That's part of it. But even if you haven't moved your body, moving your body like helps you remember who you are. And when you put on that song that really speaks to you, and I just let myself freestyle, like whatever it is, like go with the vibrations of the song, whatever it may be. And the movement also, like, so we store memories and thoughts in our tissues in our body. So when you move it, it's like you're moving into that thought without even knowing what it is and like helping it release. So I am bringing this into my practice, and I'm going to start kind of just filming myself dance. And then I'm going to bring it into my sessions one-on-one, basically just like a sacred remembering. So like dancing is a sacred remembering of who you are. It's like you feel into your core of your essence, of your soul. When you just let yourself do whatever it wants. There is no choreography. So basically, it's like that dance where people get together. It's called like ecstatic dance. But I'm not going to call it that. It's just going to be something. I might call it something. Who knows? But basically, it's a static dance, like very, very somatically, like finding your soul essence.
Well, I love the sacred remembering.
Yes.
Remembrance? Which word you use? Sorry, remembering. But
Yes. Thank you.
yeah, that's like, so like, yeah. Yeah, because like personally, I feel most of the time I'm just like sitting, just like forcing myself to be stuck in a way and not being like, okay, so I'm just going to be sitting in this space and doing this for how I don't know how many hours, and I'm just going to stay stuck there, right? And it's like the common way that people usually go through life, because when you're working, it's not like your work probably is more moving than, let's say, what I used to do in the corporate world, where it was like sitting all day, right? And so it's like it's normalized to be sitting, or like sitting to watch TV for long hours, and it's always like you're not moving your body, and then like you start to feel achy, but you're like, oh, I don't want to move because I'm hurt now, right? Or something, like it doesn't feel good. So it's like, no, you need to move, and like you said,
Yes.
like, go outside and then like reconnect with the elements outside to help bring all of that like magical energy in you, and just be, I don't know if the words is like transform, but I don't know, like just
Yes.
feel that those
That is
vibes,
it.
just like helping you transmute. I don't know. I'm still looking for the word, but whatever.
Yes. Those are right. And
Yeah.
what you said though, I picked up on when you said if you're sitting in your chair, working a desk job, and you have a little pain that's coming up. Well, the pain is a message. It's a
Yes.
message to move. And emotion is energy in motion. So I am full of that when it comes to energy. And like I have become this emotional being, when before I was absolutely the opposite. So anybody can open up their heart and open up their body and allow their body to kind of lead the way.
Yeah, because the more that we do that connection with our body, the more that we're inclined to listen to it and to be,
Yes.
oh, a little uncomfortableness in my leg. Oh, maybe I just need to like walk around my desk or, just go out
Yes.
or whatever. It doesn't have to be like a grand or,
No.
like, but yeah, or just like wiggle or
Yes.
shake or put a song for like 2, 3 minutes and just like move your body. And then,
Yes.
yeah, it doesn't have to be, oh, I need to move for an
It,
hour. No.
yeah, exactly. And you can even ask yourself, what does my body need?
Yeah.
And then the first thing that comes up, that's what it wants. It just told you.
Yeah. Mm, 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 mm.
And
Yes.
and when we do breath work, so they get, you know how Sam and everybody gets really excited. They're like, "Yeah, move it." That's just our soul expression wanting to. That's just our soul expressing like what it wants. Like as simple as that. Like moving the shoulders. Oh yeah, my shoulders are a little tight right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. And look, I just wanted to like I just started rocking. It came out of nowhere, but like, ooh, rocking feels so good. Rocking in the hips. Okay, so there is like a whole lot when it comes to moving the hips. We store so much trauma in our hips, especially women. And that's why the twerk came about. You know that's like an indigenous, like twerking is what they do in like Polynesian style. That's a style of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, gyrating the hips releases those stories and that trauma. And it
Yeah.
also connects you in your room. Your
Yeah.
room stores so much creativity. And the sun, so the sun and the womb, like together, are just like powerhouses. Mm. So, like gyrating that. Woo! I'm feeling good. Feel fully alive. And part of all of this, coming back to heart opening, I was never in my body. I never felt safe in my body. So that is a big factor when it comes to maybe feeling like you might need someone to be there to help guide you. Because I certainly did. And the titration of, I used to be like completely out of my body, basically like looking in. And that's what made me so anxious. I was never, like, I honestly could say that I don't know that I was ever in my body. Obviously, I probably was, but in my adult sense, especially in nursing. Um, so I remember it was a breathwork session where I fully came into my body and I started touching my body. Oh my gosh. Wow. You are here. You are this solid being. You have a heart and all these organs and everything here to keep you safe. At first, I didn't feel safe, like being in the body. Felt very, very disembodied. So maybe for some people, dance will help allow them to feel safe. Even just like the subtle, like a little titration of it.
Yeah.
And then just breathing long exhales. Long exhales. Oh, I'm more in my body than I was before I did that.
Yeah.
So it's a constant like getting more and more and more in the body
Yeah.
also.
Yeah. Exactly. Thank you.
Because you could be in the structured mind a little bit and in the body at the same time, but like slowly doing this and more of this.
Yeah.
You Even just those even just that works. There's so many little tricks that we could do. You know, being human is so powerful.
Hmm.
We're like the most powerful being.
Yeah. We just have to reconnect back into our own
Yeah,
inner wisdom.
exactly.
If not, we're always giving our power away to like, oh,
Yes.
or, oh, this professional, or oh, this, that, this, and like external everything, right?
Yes.
And when we're bringing it back in, then we're our own compass. We're our own, I don't know, like, yeah. We,
Yes, I love that you said that.
yeah.
Bringing back to our own wisdom.
Mm,
That is huge
yeah.
because we already know the way. It's just about remembering it.
Yeah.
So you already know how to open your heart. Everybody does it differently. That was
Exactly.
my version of it.
Yeah.
So experiment. Like, what is your version of opening your heart?
Yeah.
Just, and the
Curious.
number one thing is just be in the present moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you need help doing it, put your bare feet on the ground,
Mm.
sit out under a tree, or just go out and sit with your bare. It really helps to put your bare feet in the ground. Just feel. Feeling is remembering. And then if you really want to get into it, like what opens my heart so much is thinking about my grandma.
Mm. Yes.
So I'm not sad that she's gone. I just love her so much. So feeling this is like the deep gratitude
Mm.
of my life with her. My life with my grandma was so special. She loved me unconditionally. And I feel her presence with me all the time. She's still here. And when I think about her, I instantly get into like that gratitude, heart open. And then we connect that way. So when I open my heart to her, it's like I go into another, like a deeper portal. And our hearts are the biggest portal in our bodies.
Yeah.
And they're like our heart is 5,000 times stronger than our brain. So if you were just to shut off your brain a little, get into the heart is so much more powerful. If you need something to help you get more centered in the heart, think about something like I did, like with my grandma, like so much gratitude, so much purity,
Mm.
so much gratitude for the sun being here nourishing me. Ah, this earth really is divine.
Yeah.
Just feeling into that. And since I connected with my grandma, I'm very connected with my other guides and source right now. So that was like a portal
Mm.
to connect. My whole body is like tingling. And I'm very confident in my central channel. I feel very like I know what I'm here to do on this planet. And I need to bring that knowing into the remembering, into the creative aspect of doing it. And it doesn't need to be hard.
Mm. I love all the tools that you've shared with us. Like, that
You're
was
welcome.
like fucking incredible. Like,
You're
thank
welcome.
thank you so much.
You're
Like,
welcome.
um, gratitude, movement, breath, nature, just like, oh, yes.
Back to the basics, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. So that we're just more present in our own bodies and we're able to feel the feelings, the sensations, because like they're messages to us so that we can get more aligned with what we're
Yes.
doing, right?
Yes, exactly that.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be complicated. Oh, thank
Nope.
you.
And do it in your own way.
Yeah. And titration also.
Yeah. Yeah. If something feels like an edge, do it a different way or do it tomorrow or, but get in the present body and just rest.
Mhm.
Stay out of the past and the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you get in the present moment, you can still think, you can bring the future in. Sorry. There's always something else. And be like, okay, this is what I want to do with me, my business, with my family, my friends, my loved ones, my clients. You're already experiencing it right now in the present moment. That's how you manifest. The future is now. Now.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'm done, I think.
Oh God, wow. You are, I don't even have words to describe you, but like the more normal I can think is amazing. But I mean, it doesn't feel enough, but you know,
Oh, thank you, Ariane.
like,
You're such a good friend.
oh, you too. Like, you have gifted me, like everyone that will be listening and everyone that was live on and off, so much. Like, wow.
and it
Wow.
and it You're welcome. I love you.
I love you too.
I
And like,
love everybody. Everybody
yeah,
listening. You're all amazing and you can do whatever you want. Just simple, like don't like just simplify it all.
yeah, yeah. And don't let the mind fool you that it has to be a complicated, like a
Exactly.
thousand steps before you can achieve it. It's no, it's like one or two,
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
golden.
So you're welcome to reach out to me on Instagram, on Facebook. It's Kate Gottlick, and this is my Instagram. And I look forward to doing more sessions in the future. And I'm bringing dance. You're gonna just see me just letting it, whatever comes.
I love that.
My-
And that is, it gives, not that people needs to have permission, but you know, it just automatically gives us permission to be like, oh, she looks like she's having fun, or oh, it looks like it feels good. Like, oh, maybe I could try it, you know? And just like with that curiosity of maybe this could work for me, or maybe this could be fun, you know? Yeah.
yeah, it's just listening to your body.
Yeah. Yeah. And like the more little things that we do to connect back, the more it's
Yes.
easier to like hear our intuition, our inner wisdom, our little voice, you know, that whispers, and not like the loud one from the mind. It's like, no, you can't do that. Don't go there. You're
There
gonna
you
get.
go. And then maybe your body will be louder than those little, maybe they'll become a whisper and your body will be loud.
Yeah.
And you'll start to hear the messages clearer.
Mm. That's what I wish for everyone that is interested in that, because you know, I don't want to wish things on people that they don't want. Like for those wanting to feel more connected, more aligned, and more in tune with their inner knowing.
There you go. Their inner wisdom.
Yeah.
We already know everything. We're just here remembering it all.
Hmm. And like pulling back the layers
Yeah.
of like the things that we, like the baggage that we
Oh,
came
yeah.
with from past lives, from our ancestors, from,
Oh, yes.
yeah.
All the little parts and pieces. Lately, okay, there's always more. Lately, I've just been saying, like, if a part comes up in a piece that like really like, because it still happens. We're human. That's what we're here to do, is like have these feelings. I've just been saying, you know what? I decided not to care. I did it today. I was like, you know what? I don't care anymore. It's almost like choosing to be happy. I choose to be happy, and I don't care about that little thing that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it's funny how I say it. I'm like, I don't care anymore. And then it's like, oh shit, I feel great.
It's like unbinding you from that little
Yeah,
critter. I don't know what you could call it, but yeah.
100%. Well, cheers to you, Ariane, and everyone else.
Thank you so much. So much.
You're amazing. Love you. Talk to you soon.
I love you. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Love you all.
Bye,
Thank you.
everybody.